So needless to say, this card really, really drew me to it. So we have here the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is dealing with a lot of responsibilities, okay? Having a lot on her plate. She's got that other wand on the ground, and if she were to, bend down and pick that up, she's going to drop everything that she's holding. So it's a situation where you kind of need to, really prioritize what's really important right now. Maybe I need to take care of everything here first before I pick up that last project. Maybe I need to learn to take care of myself first before I start helping others. Maybe I need to take these wands home, set it down so that it has a place in my house first before I come back for this other thing. Okay? Or maybe I just need to be strategic about it, put everything down, kind of get a string or a cord or some piece of cloth and bundle everything up so that I can carry them in an easier manner. So I feel like you're shifting priorities, you're shifting your work around, you're moving things around as well as arranging things so that they're more manageable for you. So I definitely feel like, the later part of this month is about the expending of your energy, okay? Where are you wasting energy? Where are you expending it in the right channel? And how can things and processes and procedures and ways of doing be made so that they are more effective, so that they are more streamlined, so that we can work smart rather than work hard, okay? I'm also seeing as well, I'm getting an energy of somebody in your environment that you are trying really hard to please, okay? And this person comes up here as the King of Pentacles. And for those of you who has this person in your work environment, this is usually like, this is somebody that I would call like, they see the value in people, okay? They know that you're very hardworking. They know that you're very honest, straightforward, and they know that when they give you a specific task, that you're going to be able to get it done. So they don't have any complaints about your work ethics. They don't have any complaints about you as a worker. And if you were working under this person, they know that you take care of everything that you're supposed to. So they're not, looking over your shoulders, micromanaging you, or they're not checking up on you every 5 minutes to make sure that you're actually at your desk doing your work. They have a great deal of trust in you. And because they have such a great deal of trust in you, this is not somebody who's very verbose when it comes to congratulations, okay? They're not going to come by your desk and be like, oh, nice work today. Or you did a really good job on this account, or you handled this client really, really well, or you did a really good job with, the quarterly summaries or with your reports. Compliments don't come easily with this person. And I feel like the way in which you know that they trust you is when they give you important tasks for you to finish. It's because they trust you. They wouldn't give these tasks willy-nilly to any slacker in the office. They come to you with the best because they know you're capable of doing the best, okay? And so I almost feel like you don't need to go out of your way to impress anybody or prove anything to anybody, okay? And you especially don't need to, keep yourself so. We have the Devil and the Ten of Wands, and this is like, responsibility, being a workaholic. Like I mentioned before, the number 4 people are like the workaholic of the numerology world. This is ultimately workaholism, not having that good personal life and work-life balance, feeling a little bit like overwhelmed, kind of like you're sinking or you're drowning with a lot of responsibilities, okay? And so you don't need to, if you feel like, oh, I need to make a good impression, I just started a job, I need to prove myself, you don't have to do any of that, because the people around you, especially that superior, is totally aware that you are capable of doing a lot, but they're also aware that you're hardworking. So you don't need to go out of your way to prove this to anybody. So take it easy a little bit. When we are at the later part of March, mainly because we're still in that retrograde energy. Okay, the Mercury retrograde is from March 5th, I believe, until the March 23rd. And so after March 23rd, I feel like, if we're dashing off assignments and if we're just trying to get things done, most of those things will be bounced back to us for fixing. So it's really, really important that we look carefully at our workflow and we can figure out how we can improve things rather than piling things on when it's not necessary. Okay. So that's what I'm feeling here. And I'm also feeling as well, for many of you, you have really made it, okay? Hard work paid off in a big, 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 big way. And I have this card here, the Magician. The Magician is mastering a skill. And what this card denotes to me is it's somebody who's very well-rounded, okay? He has all the suit of he has all the suit. So the sword, the wands, the pentacles, and the cups. Okay. So he's master the four elements. And so I feel like for many of you, you're very well rounded. You have a multitude of skills. So I see people who have had a lot of jobs, as teenagers, okay? You might have been a cashier. You might have worked in fast food. You might have been a waitress. You might have been a hostess. You might have been a receptionist. You had a myriad of skills under your belt. And so when you go out into the world as, in your 20s, okay? And you're trying to find like part-time jobs, or you're trying to figure out like, what career path should I go? You have a lot of things to go off of. You have a packed resume, a stacked resume. And I also feel like a lot of the times, one of the dangers about, being so well-rounded and so versatile is that it can make it very difficult for us to really commit to, decide upon, and stick to a specific career path. Because we feel like one career might bring us a lot of financial abundance, for example, but it's not intellectually stimulating. Another career might be very, very intellectually stimulating, but it's really not allowing us to, help people. And then such as, doing research in a laboratory, like day in and day out, you're stimulated, but you don't feel like you're applying that knowledge or you're helping people in a physical, tangible sense. And then another job that might be really, really, really exciting. It allows us to travel. So for example, being like a sales rep, and it brings a lot of money, but it's lacking in that emotional abundance because it's hard to maintain a relationship when you're constantly on the go, when you're, sleeping in hotel rooms every night, when you're constantly traveling. So I feel like you feel there is a job out there that is going to encompass all of these elements. Not only is it going to soothe you, emotionally, it's also going to bring financial abundance. It's going to be intellectually stimulating. It's going to be exciting, where day in and day out is not the same routine. So many of you are out there looking for this big job that will fulfill you 100%. I see a lot of internet-based types of job search, okay? This is like going on LinkedIn, seeing what other people are up to, looking at the industries that they have collected experiences with. And I see you as well, going online, going to these big organizations like the nonprofit, the company website, and looking to see what careers they have, as well as what job listings are available. So I feel like, you believe there is something out there that is created specifically for you, where you can continue to develop not only one skill, but like all of the skills that you bring to the table. And then you want it to be like a perfect, perfect, perfect match. If you are in the process of looking for work, I feel like many of you are really, really, some of you could be at the top of your career. You've already mastered everything. And the work itself, I'm hearing there's a lot of babysitting. Okay. So I don't know if you're taking care of children physically, or you feel like, my job title is a specific way. It was advertised like this, but I feel like I'm picking up a lot of people's slack. And then as a result of it, you don't want to be in an environment where you stop growing. It's like everybody's growing, and you're doing a lot of like legwork, and you're cleaning up after people, and you just feel like there's more to life than this. There's more to my capabilities, and this job is really limiting, you know, my ability to learn more, my ability to expand. So I'm looking elsewhere. So I see many of you looking elsewhere, many of you as well, moving forward and trying to find something that encompasses, everything that you love and that will be more in alignment with you. This is going to be on the horizon for you. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, things turning around, and kind of like, I usually think of this as like a door opening or a portal. Okay. And the stars have to align in order for the portal to open. It's sort of like, those, um, it's like the sacred space. And I'm getting a lot of, Indiana Jones like references where things have to all be aligned in order for a specific situation to happen or a specific thing to open. Like the time is not ready yet. And when it does open for you, it's really going to free you from this mental prison here with the Eight of Swords. It's sort of like feeling stuck, feeling like I don't even know which direction I want to go. I want to go in. Having a lot of thoughts, having a lot of what ifs, having a lot of like having a lot of options, having a lot of ideas, and not having anything concrete, or not having, that mentor that can really help you find a straightforward career path even. So I feel like something is going to be open for you. And what they're saying is, in the past, if you have settled for situations because it met a specific criteria, but it didn't meet all of the criteria. It was, financially stable, so I did it, or I was in it. Or the other one, it was, intellectually stimulating, but it wasn't very stable financially. So something is coming into the picture that will honestly, truly meet all of your criteria. And you might have thought that, this situation would never come around, but I feel like it is going to be in the picture for you. And wait around for it. And especially during this Mercury in retrograde period, I would say after the 23rd of March, I do feel these doors, these portals opening up for you. Okay. In the love relationship sector as well, I feel like you have two options on the table here. I don't see people juggling. I don't see people, cheating or anything like that. I have an air sign. So this is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And then I have an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. So first of all, let's talk about this air sign. They're linked up with a magician. Okay. So they're incredibly, incredibly, incredibly intelligent. Very, very intelligent. You can stay up all night talking to them. You don't mind, because they're just a joy to talk to. They have a lot of ideas. They have a lot of plans. They're just really, really fun to talk to. They're very inspiring to be with. And they're so intelligent that they kind of expand your knowledge base. Okay. And I feel like this person is so, 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 so intelligent that they can also be a little bit critical. Not in a snippy, moody way, but I feel like when they talk about something, they have already thought out they have thought about all the possible outcomes that could result from it. So, for example, they might say they might say I really, really want to be a teacher, but I know that, teachers don't get paid a lot, especially in the public school systems. And then we have to deal with all of those administrative meetings, which really cuts into the time that I have in the classroom. And then on top of that, we're now teaching to, meet some standardized test scores. We're teaching students just so that they can pass the test. We're not really teaching them life skills, or we're not really teaching them properly. So as a result of it, I'm not going to be a teacher. So it's sort of like that. They have thought about every possible avenue, every possible factor, every possible downfall and pitfalls about a situation. So even though they have a lot of good ideas, they're very, very scared to act. I feel like you're dating this person socially. We have here the Three of Cups. And then I also feel like the communication is, there's a lot of internet-based type of communication, text messages, emails, and, you know, fast, swift communications happening between you and this person. And I feel like this person is not 100% sure how they feel about you. Okay. They're still a little bit stuck in their predicament. They're going to free themselves soon and come towards you. But what I do feel is they see your energies like this. You guys are the life of the party. Like when you work hard. When you play hard. And so I feel almost like this is somebody who might be a little bit more of a homebody. They see your energy as the life of the party. The magician is what I usually call the life of the party. It's somebody who knows how to talk and mingle with everybody from all walks of life. And when they go out and they have fun, they really, really know how to let their hair down. And I feel like because of that, this person feels a little bit intimidated by you because they're not really sure if you are. They might see you as having a lot of options. Seven of Cups. So they need to have, you know, 100% certainty that you are into them before they can commit to you. So that's just so you know. On the other hand, I do see another person here, and this is the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is what I feel like the Mr. or Mrs. Right. Okay, this is like the person that has everything that we look for in a partner. This is somebody that we want to bring home to mom and dad. They're proper, they're polite, they're financially stable, they're very loyal, and they're also very calm and in a way like bashful when it comes to, you know, public display of affection. Okay, this is someone who's very prim and proper. Some of you might be in a relationship with this person, and recently it seems like there has been a lot of responsibilities from your end and from their end where you're not able to meet up together as a couple. There might have been a few arguments and flare-ups in the relationship recently as well. But no matter what, you and this person always comes back together. This is somebody where if you've had a really bad day, they will give you a foot massage. Okay, if you were on your feet all day, they will you know, go home, pamper you, massage you, and just, you know, take care of you. They really, really take care of you. They're not 100% emotionally expressive. And I feel like the characters you're dealing with, this air sign and this earth sign, they're not 100% emotionally expressive. They're not going to tell you, oh, you look very beautiful today. They're not going to tell you, you know, I really appreciate everything that you do. They don't work and operate in that way, but just know that you are very, very loved and looked after. And, you know, like I said, you're a force to be reckoned with. So I feel like the people around you really, really care about you. They just don't express it in a very verbal way. And so you kind of, you know, with the Mercury retrograde time frame, the best way for me to explain how to navigate the energy is don't listen to what people say. Watch what people do, because the surface communication, it's all a facade. It's all an act. It doesn't really mean anything at the end of the day. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even have any substance. Look at what people do. And this person, I feel like they will do things to show how much they care. This person as well, they will do things to show you, you know, how much you mean to them. And so whatever, I feel like, you know, if you feel a little bit overwhelmed with work, I definitely feel as well that you have to learn to kind of balance out your work life and your personal life, or even your social life. Okay. Like work hard, party hard, or play hard, but you also need to preserve the time to really be there for these people who are also quite important in your life. You have some good things coming in, and I can assure you that hard work does pay off. You're going to start to see snippets of it, the payout, okay? At the end of this month, once we pass that the 23rd with the Mercury retrograde energy. So things will be righted again. Just make sure that you're not taking your work home. Make sure that, you leave the time and the space for yourself to kind of leave work at work. And then when you get home, that you're not constantly thinking about it. Okay. Let me see if there is anything else here. I feel as well, the later part of this month is also a really, really good time for dating and getting back out there and socializing for many of you. So if you are, trying to find the right person, I especially see the latter part of the month being really, really good for a Mr. or Mrs. Right, someone who's right up your alley to come into the picture, who sees all the, the good traits, who sees how hard you work, how dependable you are. They're going to be coming into the picture. And I feel like they're very, very much in alignment with your energy.